Hey everybody, it's day 8 of our lockdown devotionals, and we carry on looking at Philippians. Remember that Philippians was written by Paul while he was in jail, under literal physical lockdown, unable to preach, unable to do anything because he was in chains, as he says, for the gospel. So today's words come from Philippians 2 verse 14, and it's a cracker phrase. Paul says this: do everything without grumbling or arguing. Do everything without grumbling or arguing. I reckon if anything was going to trigger grumbling or arguing, it would be being locked down for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever it is where you're watching this. And yet Paul from jail says do everything without grumbling or without arguing. I would love to say that our family has ticked this box 100% during lockdown, but that isn't true. In fact, every one of us we've picked up different chores, and mine is to be chief dishwasher upper of all the big dirty dishes. So the cups and plates, they with our 13-year-old boy, but the pots, all the dirty stuff, I take responsibility for washing that up. Yesterday, for some reason, just about every pot and pan, every big item in our kitchen was used. Jack's cooked some amazing stuff for us. But after supper, I arrived at washing up. And the first thought in my heart when I saw all these dishes piled there, it just sank. Like, I do not feel like washing dishes tonight. And then I had something jump into my memory from when I was a boy. You see, my mom had us boys, when we were younger, all on dishwashing duty, and we used to grumble and we used to argue. Depending on whose turn it was, we wanted to do what the other boy was doing. And my mother used to say this to us. She used to say, dirty dishes have got a story to tell. It means that you've eaten, and if there was no food, there'd be no dishes to wash. And so I tackled those dishes last night with a lot more gusto, remembering my mom's words of don't complain, don't grumble. It's easy to look at grumbling related just to smaller things like household chores, but what about grumbling regarding our nation? What about grumbling regarding our government, regarding the lockdown, regarding loss of income, etc., etc.? A mindset of grumbling, a mindset of arguing is so easy to get into. In fact, there's some people that I interact with who are the first thought in their mind is so often grumbliness that it's become a habit which needs to be changed. And that can only be done through conscious thought and effort with the Holy Spirit's help and guidance. So today, why don't we draw inspiration and challenge from Paul's words to every one of us? Do everything without grumbling and without complaining. May God give you great grace and strength to do that, because it's a very difficult thing to do in our own natural strength. I hope you have an amazing, blessed day. God bless.